Andy Serkis is directing Venom 2. This was something that Tom Hardy teased accidentally.
Is this his directorial debut?
No,
Has
he's done 2 other movies.
Okay.
He did a movie called Breathe, which I haven't seen, and then he did Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle, I think it was called. It was
he did that one?
It was supposed to be that Warner Brothers Mowgli movie that then ended up on Netflix. I have not seen it. I have not heard the best things about it. I thought the look of the characters were kind of creepy because they looked human-esque.
Okay.
A very surprise announcement because I assumed that they would have Ruben Fleischer come back to do it because the movie did so incredibly well despite the fact that it didn't have the best reviews.
Yeah.
I saw it. It's entertaining.
Okay.
I don't hate the movie.
Augustine, have you seen Venom yet? No. Dude, come over and watch it in 3D.
I know. I just need to borrow. So I still haven't seen
you
that.
got to come over.
We should do a commentary on Venom.
Come over, watch it in 3D.
Yeah,
I really got to watch it.
We should do a commentary on Venom.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. And that's the thing is like I have
a question though. Is it the same writer?
The writer is.
Do we know? Has that been announced?
Kelly Marcel is the writer for Venom 2, and I don't know if she was the writer for Venom 1. Or she or he.
Yeah, it did. So we don't know if Kelly wrote Venom 1. I feel like Kelly did not write Venom 1. So here's the deal.
Didn't Ruben Fleischer write Venom 1?
I think so. Somebody else. Here's the thing. I liked Venom. I didn't love it.
Same.
But my biggest criticism was like, cool. If you're going to do a part 2, get a different writer, get a different director. That was basically my thing. I'm like, the elements are there. The cast is there. Really crank out an awesome script.
So she was part of the writing team, but there are multiple people credited.
Okay.
Jeff Pinkner, Scott Rosenberg for screenplay. So I think she must be tackling this on her own this time.
Cool. Well, maybe it will be better if there's less cooks in that kitchen because did not love the. It's just so ridiculous.
The writing's not strong.
It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
it's a very ridiculous movie.
It's classic comic book compromise. That's what it is. It's comic book movie compromise.
To me, Venom is like a 90s superhero movie.
Sure. Yeah. That's exactly
it's
right.
It's got that sort of like feeling vibe to it.
Oh, that's cool.
And when the symbiote's talking to Eddie Brock is like, you're a pussy, and you're like,
this is insane.
Okay, this movie's just freaking wild.
And then
all right.
they use Riz Ahmed to be like a really dumb, over the top corporate bad guy where you're just like, this is the dumbest motivation. This is every time he's like speechifying in a room, it's like a lab.
Again, it's like a very 90s.
I've seen this,
it's like Darkman and all this other stuff.
It's insane that Andy Serkis is directing.
I think so too. I think so too.
You think? Tom
Hardy accidentally leaked it on his Instagram for 5 minutes, and people were like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
And then Serkis confirmed it, and I'm like, okay, well, if anything, we're gonna get a really dope performance by Tom Hardy as Venom.
Correct.
Because I think it'll be a full motion capture performance this time, as opposed to having like Tom Hardy playing Eddie Brock and then them digitally putting stuff over it. I think they're just going to do a full motion capture performance, which I think would probably make Venom look better also in the movie.
Probably.
And now you're adding, I'm sure they're going to have Woody Harrelson come back as Carnage. Cletus Cassidy at the very least. So I think that movie's just going to be wild.
Bonkers.
I think it's going to be bonkers as well. Andy Serkis is one of those guys who is very good at his craft as far as motion capture goes.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any of his directorial stuff, which sucks.
We should watch them.
We definitely should. But one thing about Andy Serkis is that he goes balls to the wall with whatever he does.
That's true.
Like this dude.
What performance of his have I not liked?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like anything. Just
the cook
of the ones
King
I've
Kong.
seen at least.
Right, in the King Kong, exactly.
Great.
Like he stood out when he started in Lord of the Rings. He was a virtual unknown.
Yeah.
And he threw himself in the role of Gollum and literally threw himself in freezing cold rivers to get a proper motion capture so the animators had reference to make it look nice.
Like the way the water interacts with him.
Exactly. Like he literally threw himself into his work, which was amazing. So we kind of know a little bit of his work ethic. Now, we all know that directing is also very difficult and it requires a whole different skill set. So hopefully he approaches this kind of thing with that kind of gusto. Now, given that I was looking online. I don't really know his history with comics. Like I don't really know.
Yeah, other than Black Panther, I don't know.
Right, like is he a fan of comics? Did he grow up reading Venom? Does he have a stake in this game? I'm kind of hoping he does, just so that we have somebody with the drive that Andy Serkis has and throws it at a character like Venom. Because if there's anybody that is a balls to the wall character, it's Venom and Carnage, even more to the 10th degree. You know, so it might be cool. It might be way cool. But I feel like we need to do research on his old movies.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you're right. I think like he has that enthusiasm and energy that you would want from a director to tackle something that has two characters that are kind of ridiculous and just weird.
Right.
I would have a little more confidence if this Venom movie was under Marvel Studios.
And
it was Kevin Feige. You know, because then I'm like, great. Okay, you have a great actor who understands the visual effects / motion capture element of it.
Because then it would be proper Venom. Because then it would be a Venom that's like actually like, oh, I hate Spider-Man and I want to kill Peter Parker. You're like, okay.
That would require a reboot.
So it's that element, but it's also the element of like, okay, I also very much trust that studio. With Sony, because of how hit and miss they've been, I'm like, well, okay, we'll see. We'll see next Comic-Con when they debut some footage or something.
It's kind of, and granted, I have not seen Venom yet, but I don't really have a drive to see it. But now that Andy Serkis is behind it, maybe I'll,
I think if you go into it just expecting like a 90s weird action movie, I think you'll like it.
I'm stepping to a dumpster fire is what I'm stepping to. But I know it's better than that, though. Yeah. Like, I know it performed better.
We went to go see it, and I was just surprised of, like, I was entertained enough that I would go, I did watch it on home video. I was like, I liked it enough that I would rewatch it again. Yeah. But would I recommend it to people? If you like Venom, if you like comics, or you're a fan of this genre, I'd say, hey, go experience it and make up your own mind.
If you had strong feelings about Spider-Man 3, that's who Venom is for. It's like, hey, I'm sorry. Did you love Spider-Man 3? Like, watch Venom. Or did you really were you the type of person that was like emotionally hurt by Spider-Man 3 because you're invested in these characters? Because
you like Tom Hardy, you'll be fine.
I like Tom Hardy.
Yes, then
I do like Tom Hardy.
I like Michelle Williams.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We'll see.
That's my homework then. That's my homework to watch Andy Serkis and Venom.
This is the type of movie Venom is. In the same way, I cannot just give people the recommendation of like, oh, you've never seen a Fast and Furious movie? Go watch one on your own by yourself. I can't do that. Yeah. I'm the person that goes, you got to come over with your friends and watch that movie.
We'll get some Coronas,
that's
some
what I'm
carne
saying.
asada.
Like, it needs to be that environment.
So
Venom, I can't let you borrow it. Take it home, you'll watch it, be like, that was crap. Hector will be like, you have to have come over.
That was garbage.
And we got to watch it with friends. We have to watch it. Maybe I'll put that on tomorrow.
There you go. That'll be
People
the background.
come over like, is this Venom? And I'll be like, wait.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Check this out.
Whoa. Wait till you see those tentacles.
It's like it's coming out of you.
Look at his tongue. Whoa. This movie's crazy.